Hi everybody, I'm Pat in the corner. It's time for my football pick'ems. Again, last week I finished 9-4 for the second week in a row, which put me back up top of the standings of all the DJs. We're tied with 3 of us now, so that makes me feel better. My teams is turning around. Game 1, Cleveland versus Baltimore. I'm taking the Browns. I know it's a risky pick, but Baltimore is a really crappy 4-4 team, so I think Cleveland's going to get their first win. Game 2, Green Bay versus Tennessee. I'm going to take Marcus Mariota and the Titans over Green Bay. Green Bay just hasn't been playing very well. Game 3, Minnesota versus Washington. I have jumped off the Minnesota bandwagon, so I'm going to take Washington in that one. Game 4, Chicago versus Tampa Bay. I'm taking the Bears for the first time. I think the Bears will beat Tampa Bay. I don't like Jameis Winston at all. Game 5, Kansas City versus Carolina. I'm going to take Carolina over Kansas City, but I think the game may be close. Game 6, Atlanta versus Philly. I'm taking Atlanta over Philly. I think they're just that much better. Game 7, St. Louis versus the Jets, and I'm not taking the Jets. I don't believe the Rams are a better team, but I think the Jets, I think they have a lot more issues, so the Rams may sneak one out. Game 8, Denver versus the Saints. Normally I would take the Broncos, but they are playing in New Orleans, and Drew Brees plays like a maniac when he's at home, so I'm taking the Saints. Game 9, Houston versus the Jaguars. I'm taking Houston all the way. Game 10, Miami versus San Diego. I'm taking the Chargers. I won't pick the Dolphins. Chargers, much better team. Game 11, Dallas versus Pittsburgh. I'm taking the Cowboys. They're on one heck of a run. I think they'll keep it up unless they put Tony Romo in. Then I think their season will be over. Game 12, 49ers versus Arizona. I'm taking Arizona. 49ers just not very good. Arizona is playing mediocre ball. Game 13, Seattle versus the Patriots. I'm going to take the Patriots all the way. Seattle barely beat the Bills, and the Patriots spanked the Bills. So it should be a good game for the Patriots. Game 14, Cincinnati versus the Giants. Taking the Bengals all the way because I will not pick the Giants and Eli Manning. Those are my picks for this week. I'm Pat in the corner.